For cavalry, we have 2 Knights of the Realm. Pretty middle of the line cap with some nice charges. For infantry, we have looks like 3 units of Peasant Mob for that lovely meat shield, as I just mentioned. We have 3 units of archers, 2 of them being pox arrows, 1 of them being regular. Interesting choice. So pox arrows do have the better armor piercing damage as a regular unit, unlike the fire arrows, so that's very nice. And taking the 1 regular peasant bowman, that's very good, because oftentimes you'll have 2 units firing at 1, and scouting firing at someone else, so you don't waste the extra money. Because again, if you're just firing 2 pox at the same unit, it does not stack, so good choice. For leadership, we have a Grail Relic. We have up in the air a Vanilla Lord. He's bringing, oh wait, sorry, that's Leon Kerr. Bringing Sword of Corone, very nice. Bringing Foe Seeker, Beloved Son of Bretonnia, Ladies Champion, and Blessing Lady, so pretty nice, a little bit expensive, but see, we have a Damsel of Heaven. Wow, we do not see her very often. So she's bringing a lovely regular horse, Harmonic Convergence, Roiling Skies, the Thunderbolt, and Curse of the Midnight Wind. Very weird pick. I was almost super expecting a Lore of Life, but those are the best spells you can take. This Thunderbolt does surprising amounts of damage, and that Curse of Midnight Wind, very effective against the Dawi. For the main line, we have three halberds, pretty nice. For the main line, we have 4 units. 4 units of foot squires to do that main armor piercing. So I like this army. I like this army a lot. It's just choosing a Heaven Caster with no Lore of Life. That's very ballsy. I love it. For the greenskins, we actually have a gyrocopter. Ballsy choice. Bringing brimstone guns to do anti-cavalry duty. We have 1 cannon to kill Cav as well. We have 2 units of thunders on each flank to do some very nice AP damage. We have a regular Dawi Lord. Don't see him very often, but pretty nice to see. We have the Potion of Strength and Deadly Onslaught. So his job is basically to do a lot of damage. So I'm guessing he's expecting to kill a Fae or something, but as you saw, we're not going to see that on the battlefield today. We have a regular Lord, Potion of Toughness, Deadly Onslaught, and Stand Your Ground. No Fire Ring, which is a little bit strange to see, but whatever. We have a Runesmith bringing Forged Fire, Rune of Wrath and Ruin, and Rune Negation. I can dig it. For the main line, looks like we have a variety of Dwarven infantry. We have, looks like 4 Longbeards, 1 Longbeard with great weapons, 1 Urkrund Miner, which are the blasting charge ones, with a lot of blasting charges, a regular blasting charge miner, and the Grumbling Guard, as well as 1 little Dawi infantry hidden over here. So let's look at these armies. So the Dawi has a lot of, I like the Dawi army, I like it a lot. Bringing these Longbeards, little great weapons. They're going to have a little bit of a tough time against the oldies squires, but I guess I'm expecting a little bit of regular infantry, but that's fine. Over here, this will require a lot of micro on the Bretonnian player, which is expected. Against the Dawi, you usually have to micro pretty well, but these gyros have to be very careful about Lewin, and Lewin immediately notices the gyros, and he's going to immediately parallel go towards him. So it's going to be a very interesting game of how well Lewin can be used, because if the gyrocopter doesn't get a single kill, doesn't do a hit point of damage, but distracts Lewin from the main fight, it will be well worth its weight in gold. So it looks like these Thunderers are moving up pretty quickly. And he has them in a little bit of a long formation. I'm not sure if that's completely correct, because you can actually fire them, even if they're in the most boxed up formation possible. All of them still get shots off, unlike other Total War games. It's like he's going sneaky beaky like around his flanks. And no Slayers. No Slayers in this matchup. That's a very interesting pick here. But we shall see if it pays off. He doesn't have too many cavalry, so that's decent, but oh my god, these cannons are not firing. This is a very devastating mistake. Shots will go off, but arrow fire will return with those plague arrows. But the thing is, like, these guys, even though they have the shields in the back, it still counts as shielded. So not much damage will be done. Looks like the main Bretonnia line is going to clash, and the peasants, those explosive blasting charges will do no damage. And even though these archers aren't going to do much damage, they're going to do some nice moves. And it looks like that crazy damsel is going to go straight into battle. And looks like there's just not enough Bretonnian infantry to occupy the whole line. Although these cav are going to come and get a nice charge in. Going straight forward. And this is looking pretty mixed because the cav charge is pretty good, but he needs to keep cycle charging. The rest of the main line is looking pretty good for the Bretonnians. And looks like the cav got into the back lines, causing some nice damage against these Thunderers. And looks like the where are the flyers? I don't see them, but oh, they're over here doing a little bit of damage. But it looks like Lewin is going to go into this fight and quickly wrap them up. Middle line is a big mess. That Thane is going after the Grail Relic. And on this flank, it looks like the squires are pushing forward pretty nicely. These cav are in the back line doing some nice work, but they need to just cycle out and take out this cannon before it does any more damage. Looks like the Lewin is being attacked by those provoking him pretty nicely. Over here, looking like the Dawi are pushing back a little bit. Again, these men are not a very cost-effective way to take out Dawi. He's moving these miners over to the more important fight over here. And King Lewin is on the ground in the middle, not really sure what he's doing. Bugging a little bit. And it looks like some lightning will go off, doing some very nice damage. And let's see how many kills that got. Not too many kills, but this is very nice damage. Like again, that knight did manage to obliterate those cannons, and now he's more than willing to get some rear strikes. He needs a rear strike over here because he needs to get away from them. And these cav over here are taking out the Thunderers. Very nice. So looks like it's a very evenly matched main fight, but with the help of these cav, he's going to do very, very nicely. Coming here to finish off some Thunderers, which are going to be immediately seen and they are going to get half a shot off, but they'll get pretty obliterated. Look at the back line of the Bretonnians with all these archers. They have a lot of room to fire and lots of ammo, but they're just not getting much work done. And that's going to be very, very bad for Bretonnia, as they're just losing on money. Looks like the Lewin is getting up in the air, fighting the Brimstone guns finally. And this fight in the forest is going slightly towards the works, but with that relic, they'll be lasting quite a long time. Over on this flank, it looks like they're trading pretty nicely. On this over here, they're winning. The dwarves are winning, but slightly over here looks like the are winning. And with the help of the charge, is going to do some very damage to this Grumbling Guard. Very, very dangerous unit. And it looks like these victorious regrouping Dawi are going to just get peppered by these peasant bowmen. These guys are in for a very, very bad time. And as you see here, Lewin needs to ignore that, as he immediately does, and he needs to charge into this blob. What do you here? Like, what do you do? I think you gotta go over here and try to finish it, right? Save your cavalry, win this fight decisively, and then clear the center. So the end up fighting the fort is going to give him the advantage of having the trees blocked with arrows, but Lewin over here is going to help mop up these troops. Sorry. It's like the dwarf needs to charge forward with these miners and shut these archers up, but he's going to stop right here, just pretty devastating. And the toy players is going to come in and charge. It looks like they won both flanks, although the Greenskins did win the middle, which is pretty gnarly. And again, these guys not moving, they're just going to get obliterated by this arrow fire, and Lewin's just going to obliterate them as well. He's going to move forward and go after the Thane, which is a pretty nice work. The Thane. In the main fight, looks like almost all the dwarven infantry is gone, and yeah, the Bretonnians outnumber the Dawi 3-1, and it's pretty scary for the Dawi, especially as they start routing in terror. And it looks like the miners are going to get cleaned up, and with a couple units of very depleted cav remaining, doesn't matter if they're depleted, there's still more than enough to do damage to those miners and obliterate them. So as you see here, as I was talking about in the pregame, the Lord and the Smith are still alive, doing pretty nice damage. missed, even though he missed a little bit right there. And looks like the Bretonnia player just has to overwhelm him. Overwhelm him with love. Some archer fire going off, but again, hitting a ton of trees and missing a lot because it's just a single unit. But I don't see a good way that the Lords can come out of this unless they can take out Lewin. So here's the thing about a lot of Lords, mainly Lords. You want them in combat to do damage, but you don't want them to get killed. So it's a balance you gotta do. Although it's not very relevant here because Lewin's just going to obliterate that Dwarven Lord, and Bretonnia will take this battle. And it looks like Manbreed will advance over Rico. Woo! Exciting battle, exciting battle. A little bit unsure of how well these pole arms would do in terms of damage, but again, you don't really need damage in this case. You just need hold power. And these guys, they surprisingly they did their job. They just soaked up those artillery, those blasts and those miners, and that cannon did next to nothing. Like, he was moving up to try to get his cannon to do something, but what a waste. And the gyrocopters too. Just again, you don't really want to take a gyro against the Beastmen. Like, even if you don't see the Pegasus Knights, you will see a Lord in the air most probably, and a bit rough. But again, very, very good good taking that Damsel of Heavens. I like seeing that change instead of the boring Lord of Life. But great game, great start to the series, and that is a game 3. Alrighty, moving right along. Just why am I looking at my board? Let's look at